俺の財宝か欲しけりゃくれてやる。探せ。この世の全てをそこに置いてきた。
Yo guys, and welcome to this new video. Surprisingly, the official One Piece YouTube channel just released a new trailer about the movie Stampede, the one they are going to make in order to the 20th anniversary of the anime. And while revealing the new characters and locations which Oda specifically drew for the movie, this new teaser also starts to make clear why the author himself stated that this is a project he would have never allowed if it wasn't the 20th anniversary of the anime. But before analyzing it in detail, I want to say that I'm trying to publish a new video every day, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to immediately know when I upload something new. Alright, with that said, let's jump straight into it. So the trailer starts with that very statement which I mentioned a moment ago. However, it doesn't include the one where Oda says that in every meeting they made before he approved the project, he asked the team, "Are you planning to end One Piece?" Which in my opinion can only mean they wanted to treat some aspects too related with the main plot of the series, to the goals of the Mugiwaras or to what they want to achieve at the end of the manga. And this new teaser reveals exactly what this aspect is. Roger's treasure, the one that gives the very name to the series, the one that gives to the pirate that finds it first the title of Pirate King, and for this reason Luffy's ultimate goal. And in the video the involvement of the treasure is underlined, not only mentioning him directly, but also introducing as one of the main characters, one of the main opponents of the Mugiwaras, a former member of Roger's crew. But we will arrive there in a moment. First I want to focus on other small but interesting details about the other characters we see in the video, and that in my opinion allow to understand much more about what is the theme of the entire movie. The first one is that the Straw Hat bounties are those immediately following the Totland arc, which was very predictable but that at the same time puts this movie in that same weird spot for what concerns the flow of the plot that was also occupied by gold. Indeed, the crew is all together in a moment of the series where they are not, because we must suppose that after one of their bounties will change, but it's only in the land of samurai that all of them are finally able to be together again after the events of Dressrosa. Moreover, in the trailer wasn't revealed a Jinbe's artwork, which suggests that the fishmen won't participate to the events of the movie, which is another weird aspect because after Totland officially Jinbe is a member of the crew. So even if we had the confirmation of Oda's supervision on the movie, these timeline incongruencies, if you can call them like that, makes it difficult to consider it part of the flow of the canon plot. And talking about the artworks, there is nothing special about those of the crew apart from Chopper's one. Indeed, the pirate school we see on the Doctor's t-shirt is the same one that is shown later in the video, and that probably belongs to the main group opposing the Mugiwaras in the movie. And considering that Stampede will take place in occasion of a festival, a pirate festival, in my opinion it's clear that that same pirate crew is the one that organized the festival itself, with Chopper buying a sponsored t-shirt because as always caught in the atmosphere, like probably also Luffy and Usopp. An interesting thing about that symbol is that on the shirt it looks like it is surrounded by many brushes of different colors, which is most likely a hint about some sort of devil fruit ability possessed by the captain of that crew. To conclude the discussion about the Straw Hat artworks, I want to underline how Frankie's one is clearly different, since he looks prepared for some sort of battle while the others are just in casual clothes. Moving on, we discovered the participation of Law, which is kind of interesting because he wasn't included in the film Gold even if the Alliance was already a thing, but instead he is included in this one, and his presence kinda calls for a higher number of interesting opponents. And even if I don't think it will be a member of Buggy's crew, it could be a member of his delivery service, which, as we know, included also giants, so very strong warriors. And considering the festival atmosphere of the movie, it is not so surprising that the clown was involved. This will give us the interesting opportunity to see him in action for the first time after the time skip. And talking about anticipated returns, the greatest ones are probably those of Smoker and Tashigi. And interestingly, they are dressed as pirates, so it looks like they will disguise themselves as pirates in order to participate to the festival, and the reason for that could be just to follow Luffy and his crew, or to hunt some other pirate, or maybe even to stop the dangerous plot of the organizers. Now, focusing on the environment where everything will take place, the island looks highly populated, but at the same time with a widespread vegetation and many lakes, so nothing too special about it apart from a big arbor/arena at what seems to be the center of the island itself. And I say arena because in one of the drawings shown in the video we see stands for spectators, so it's very likely that there will be some sort of naval battle in that place. What's much more interesting is another smaller island put in what seems to be a resin bubble of the same kind that contained Fishman Island, and on which we can see a shipwreck with tons of treasure coming out of the broken vessel. And considering that the trailer expressively mentions the One Piece, a possible connection of some sort that we can know for now between Roger's legacy and that treasure we will see in the movie is not so unlikely. For what concerns the other drawings we see, they reflect that festival atmosphere we expect, with pirate flags, with cannons, with circus-like structures, with a structure that seems to be a theater. We can even spot something that looks like a reconstruction of Roger's execution, and among the flames that burn an illustration to show the other one, by the way, this theme of fire could be also related to something about the movie, I think that there is only one drawing really worth of attention. It is put below in kind of a hidden position and shows a figure with a straw hat looking at the ocean. Now, since this illustration was chosen to be put there, I really don't think it depicts Luffy. And considering the many connections this project has with Roger, it's very likely that illustration will be part of a flashback about the life of the Pirate King, in particular the early life, since he possessed the straw hat he later passed to Shanks. This idea is strongly supported by the presence of a member of Roger's crew, because it could be a flashback involving the meeting between the two and the reason why that mysterious Barret joined the future Pirate King. And to conclude, let's focus exactly on these two original characters, Buenafesta and Barret himself. Now, Buenafesta seems to be the person related the most with the festival atmosphere, and his glasses seem to be the same one we see on the pirate flag I mentioned before, pretty much confirming the idea he is a member of that crew that will oppose the Mugiwaras, and maybe even the captain, with Barret being his underling or most likely his ally. And the small animated sequence we see in the video about this eccentric character shows him kinda glowing, which suggests he possesses some sort of devil fruit ability. Even if to me the most fascinating aspect of this character is the fact he is presented as a war instigator, which is something completely new in One Piece, and knowing Oda it will be unique and incredibly interesting. Finally, let's talk a bit about Luffy's main opponent, Barret. So, he is a member of the Roger Pirates, and his epithet is Demon Heir. And since in One Piece everything that is demonic or related with devils and demons either opposes the world government, so the gods who created this world, or is associated with giants, in particular those of Odd's kind, this name could mean important connections with the main mysteries of the plot. For what concerns the character himself, we of course can't say too much. And apart of the big scar on the left side of his body, which could have a role similar to the one Zephyr's had 2 movies ago, the only other relevant aspect we see in the video about him is that he possesses Conquerors Haki, which becomes evident slowing down a bit the trailer to see his glare glowing and kinda opposing Luffy's one in what will probably be a clash of conquerors. So overall we have a very interesting looking project which is making my eyes shine like Luffy, Chopper and Usopp at the end of the trailer itself, which by the way could be associated with the giant robot we see depicted in the poster of the movie. So this 20th anniversary animated event looks to be probably worth of the greatness of the series, and until we get new information about the characters, the locations and the movie itself, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, don't forget to leave a like and make sure to subscribe. Then see you next time. Jane!